I read it every word, and every word it says is death's of confession. Is that the reason why you came to get it off my chest? Before I check out of the game, well, now you mention it. There's 13 things on me, 13 crosses high above the cold Missouri water. August 49, West Montana. The hottest day on record, and the forest tinder dry. Lightning strikes in the mountains. I was crew chief at the jump beast. I prepared the boys to fly. I picked the drop zone. C-47 comes in low. See the circle of the fire down below. Feel the tap on your leg that tells you go. 15 of us dropped above the cold Missouri water. I gauged the fire, I'd seen bigger. I ordered them to side hill, and we'd fight it from below. We'd have our backs to the river. We'd have it lit by morning, even if we took it slow. But the fire crown up the valley just ahead, there's no way down. We'd have to fight the slope ahead, too big to fight it. We'd have to go to the rocks ahead, death one step behind above the cold Missouri water. The sky had turned, red smoke boiling. 200 yards to safety, death was 50 yards behind. I don't know why, I just thought it. Struck a match to waste high grass, we were running out of time. I tried to tell them, step into this fire that I set, we can't make it. This is the only chance we'll get, but they cursed me. They ran for the rocks ahead. I lay face down and prayed above the cold Missouri water. And then I rose like a phoenix. In a world reduced to ashes, there was none but to survive. I stayed the night. One day after, carried bodies to the river, wondering how I stayed alive. 13 stations of the cross to mark their fall. I've had my say. I'll confess to nothing more, I'll join them now. Those that left me long before. 13 crosses high above the cold Missouri water. 13 crosses high above the cold Missouri water. So the story is, he was dying of Hodgkin's disease, and this song had occurred 5 years after the fire happened. And the thing that he did that was so interesting is, he lit a fire to the prairie grass, and he jumped into that fire. His men didn't follow him because they didn't trust him, because he was a new crew chief. So they took off, he survived. And that method of escaping a fire, it's called an escape fire, was developed by the American Indians in the plains. So it's nothing new, but he thought it was new. Anyway, have we found our guys?
Yeah.
Cool. You guys. Come on. Okay, so now, this is really fantastic. I'm so happy to have this opportunity. We play together, and we play a type of music called Appalachian Mountain music, and we also play a little bluegrass, and this is all Americana traditional music. It was originated in the British Isles, brought here, exposed to Native American and African American influences, and so we got a whole different beat than it used to be. And this is my friend Serge. What's interesting here is he's 19, I'm 67. We all hang out together. He's a cop, I'm a criminal. Just kidding. Not entirely. Oh, you're 20? I'm a little guy. But what I'm trying to say to you is that we all find a common ground here, and we meet every Tuesday night at the Elks Club in Pompano Beach, by the way. You're welcome to come down. It's just that you're with the musicians. There's no, they don't keep you out, although you're supposed to be a member, but that night they'll let you in. And Serge is, well, I took up the banjo about 2.5 years ago because we could never find a banjo player, and then he showed up, so I lost the job. I wanted to show you, you have to know about the banjo. What you don't know about the banjo, probably, is that around the late 1800s, early 1900s, almost every household in America had a banjo. Almost. I can remember my grandfather's banjo when I was 5 or 6 years old. And they fell out of favor. And a guy named Earl Scruggs brought it back into favor. He's going to demonstrate the Scruggs style. The next song we'll do, it'll be clawhammer style. We'll talk about that later. Show us what you got. This is Serge. That's stroke style, and it didn't exactly make the banjo popular again because it in itself was very, very difficult to play. The three-finger pick, up pick was an old-time style that was, they added finger picks, put in the speed, and became more of a bluegrass music. By the way, if you're interested in bluegrass music, there's a free concert the first Sunday of every month at Reynolds Park in Miami. It's not that far away, just over the border from Broward. And you pay $6 to come in for a carload of people to Miami-Dade County Park and come bring a picnic, sit down and listen to music for the afternoon. It's wonderful. We play there as a group every other month. Serge plays there in every single band because he's in the band. Anyway, and now I'm going to introduce you to George Wentland, who has a very interesting instrument. He'll tell you all about it.
This is an Appalachian Mountain dulcimer. It's probably one of the only instruments that was actually created and developed in the United States only. It was developed in the northern Appalachian Mountains in the 18th century. The reason it became popular back then was the mountain folk, they lived way back and they worshiped God and they went to their churches. And a lot of times they were singing. It'd be good to have an instrument to play along with. Well, a lot of times it was kind of rough getting a piano way up in the mountains with Mount Trail a little rough. So they developed their own instrument, and this is what they developed. The song that I'm going to play you is called Lee's Waltz. It was written by a guy by the name of, can't think of his name on the phone, sorry. Doug Felt. Doug Felt. Got it. Doug Felt. Doug Felt lives in Ohio. He's 80 years old. They call him Dead Tree Troll. That's his nickname. Yeah. In any case, he learned how to play the mountain dulcimer maybe about 20, 30 years ago. And, you know, guys they have to write a song for their wife. Well, so he figured he'd write a song called "We Song." And he played it for her, and she said, you know, Doug, that's a really nice song, but I think you just got it from a bunch of different places and just threw a little this, little that together and created it, so I don't think too highly of it. So Doug says, fine. I'll call it Magnificent. That way, if I play it the night before, people can say, did you play Magnificent last night? And I can say, yes, I did. So it caught on. It started getting popular. And then all of a sudden his wife says, didn't you call that Lee's Waltz? And he goes, yeah, I did. So he changed it back to Lee's Waltz. And this is it. I have a couple of my friends join me eventually. But I'll give you a little taste of what a dulcimer sounds like by itself.